We're going to talk about a question that I get from a lot of people. A lot of people ask me, should I relocate my business? Should I move to a place that have, uh, you know, more people in order to grow my business, or should I focus on what's happening where I'm at? Today, we're going to talk about just that because I want to make sure before you go out and do anything like that, you kind of know, you kind of got an idea. Sorry about that. You kind of got an idea, or you answer some questions about yourself before you do that. All right. So before we move forward, sometimes the graphic works, sometimes it don't. Let's try to roll this intro. What's going on, people? My name is Ty Turner. I am Black by popular demand, and this channel is simply about turning your passion into profit. It's about the business side of the industry. You can go anywhere else on YouTube to find out how to take better pictures, shoot better video, how to get more cinematic shots, or add LUTs to crap footage to make it look luddier. But here we talk about how to get that bag. And again, I'm your host, Ty Turner. Today, we're going with a different format. We're going with a shorter format. Listen, when people usually watch these videos later, they spend about 30 minutes, no more than 50. So today, we're doing 30 minutes on this live chat. So if you got questions, get them going. We also got new graphics. We can go there as well. Also, before I even get started, before we even do that, keep in mind, this is the last week for the Live 30 promo code. We will have a new promo code in the future, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to be 30%. So if you want to take advantage of that, right now is the time to take advantage of that. I see a whole lot of people in the chat. They're looking out on the haircut. You know, it's about time to go get another one. I try to keep it clean, though. I try to keep it real clean. And today I want to talk about a few things. Mostly the idea of moving, because I got a lot of, I don't know if you all noticed, but I posted in the comment section or in the community section of the YouTube channel, I asked people for video requests. Like, what requests do people want? What do people want to hear about? You know, and some of the things that people asked about often was, you know, people want to know, should they move because of business? And there's a few things I want to go over as to why you may or may not move. Listen, if you are in a small city, less than 50,000 people, you may want to consider moving depending on what your niche is. If you're in a farm city, if you're in a rural city, if you're in an area where it's a lot of farming going on, it's just a lot of space, and you have a niche that caters to farming and things like that, there are a ton of them. A lot of farms are starting to get more, they're getting a little bigger. They want training videos. They want videos to help appeal to those who buy products from them. So there's always a niche within your area. The idea or goal is, or thing to understand moving forward is, am I a good fit for that? Big cities don't always equal big money because there's a learning curve to moving to a new city. You got to see how things operate. This is the point where I throw in a dating analogy. Listen, I'm from up north. When you come down south, the women are different. They do things different. They expect things different than they do up north. So it takes time to get to know how that works before I am successful at that. So when you move your business to a different area, there's going to be a learning curve. You have to adapt. Yes. He said, I'm a firm believer in where you go is where the money is. Listen, your area. Now, a lot of people are saying like, oh, LA and Atlanta and New York and all those places are great. But keep in mind one major thing to this aspect of content creation. Those places are hot spots for filmmaking, movies. That's it. If you are a content creator for a business, then you're going to have different luck in different places. For me, I moved, I lived in Atlanta where I was doing a little bit of video production. It was okay before I went into the military. And when I got out of the military, I came to Dallas. Now, in Dallas, I'm thinking, well, it's not a hot spot for filmmaking. Like, nobody's making movies in Dallas like that. Like, there are a few shows. However, there's a whole lot of business in Dallas, right? And these businesses need video. These businesses need content. These businesses have social media. These businesses need training videos. These businesses need website videos. They need marketing videos. They need a lot of stuff for their social media, a lot of social media photography, a lot of marketing photography, a lot of training photography, a lot of internal photography. They need that, and they need it more than the film industry needs film. And I understood that as I started my journey into this industry. I cater to businesses. I am a filmmaker and I love making film. It is a passion of mine. It is, if you're subscribed on the Flash Film TV YouTube channel, you'll see some of the short films I did. Film is a passion of mine. It motivates me to create great content for Flash Film Academy so that I can take those funds and that audience and apply it to filmmaking at some point. That is what I want to do. So you got to keep in mind that depending on what your niche is or your idea or what you plan to shoot, it will determine if you're in a good area or not. I go after businesses because every business that has a toilet needs video. Literally, every video that has a toilet needs video. That's everybody, every single person, every single content creator, every single business you know of needs video in 2020. There's no way around it. It's not like it was in the 90s where you had guys like, oh, we don't need a website. We're going to go ahead and no. Not only do you need a website, you need content. You need social media presence. You need it to be successful. Because if you come to my door and you want to do business with me and it's just you and a business card and I can't look you up, I probably don't trust you. I'm probably not going to do business with you, especially if you're selling a big ticket item. If I can't look up reviews, a video, a website, something, I don't trust you. I'm not giving you my credit card number. It's not happening. It's not happening. So it's something to keep in mind when you are building a business or deciding where you want to do business. Real quick, while we're at it, let's go live on Facebook as well. Let's get the Facebook community involved with this thing. Let's go live everywhere real quick. So all my Facebookers can jump on this chat. It's the free chat. Keep in mind, we also do a gold member chat on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And at Central Standard Time. All right. Cool. Now let's go over a few other things because a lot of people, you deserve a throat punch right now. Let me just give it to you. This is a jewel alert. Let me get your paper and pen out. Let me just hit you in the throat real quick. Listen, a lot of people feel like the location is the reason they aren't successful. But that's not the case. A lot of people aren't successful because they don't focus on the one thing that can make or break your business. That's marketing. A lot of people don't focus on marketing. Go to a mirror, look at yourself. Ask yourself, how much time and money have I invested in marketing? Right? How much time and money have I invested in marketing compared to what I've spent on gear? If your marketing is in 5 times what you spent on gear, I'm talking to you. If you got a 70 to 200 and any camera body, you're easily in the $3,000 to $4,000 range. If you got a 24 to 70 and any camera body, mirrorless or not, you're easily in the $2,000 to $3,000 range. If you have not spent $5,000 to $6,000 on marketing for your business, it probably explains why you're not having a lot of success on bringing in, Not just clients, but the right type of clients. Smitty Vibe, good looking out on the super chat, bro. Much appreciated. Good looking out. A lot of people think, as long as I can do word of mouth, I can get business off word of mouth. You ain't getting the right type of business, because nobody that's referring your company without a website, marketing, without looking like anything, is referring you to top flight, high end, big budget clients. They're referring you to people that don't want to spend money. They're referring you to their broke cousins that's going on Facebook saying, hey, anybody know a photographer? Bro, it's Google. Why haven't you Googled it? Because they're not looking for quality. They're looking for price. Where my sound effects at? They're not looking for a quality photographer. They're looking for a decent photographer for a good price. Those aren't the clients you want. That's not how you build your business. You build your business on getting big clients that want to break some bread. They want to cut the check. They don't care what it costs. They need it done right. And a lot of people, here's a throat punch moment number 2 of the day. A lot of people don't want that type of pressure. They don't want the type of pressure with their company where they have to provide quality work. So they cool working for the low, because they know they're not that confident in what they do. So the standard at which their content is held is at a homeboy level instead of at a Walmart level. But guess who's going to cut that check? Walmart going to cut that check. Homeboy not going to cut that check. He going to give you a couple hundred and tell you, man, when this blow up, I'm going to come back to you and we going to blah, 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 blah. Don't fall for it. It's not a good look. Don't fall for it. It's not a good look. All right. So, at the dentist appointment right now for my teeth, trying to get business partners too. Any tips on that? Approach them with a brand. Approach them with your business card. Approach them with things in order. Perfected Media, good looking out on the super chat. Good looking out. Listen, it's a whole lot easier to close small companies and big companies when you have your together. Let me say that again. It's a whole lot easier to close small companies and big companies when you have your together. You feel what I'm saying? You understand what you picking up what I'm putting down? It's really easy. It's really easy. Don't start a business unless you got your website, your demo reel, your business cards, your letterheads, your logo, your color scheme, all that together. Because guess what? We don't trust you if you don't. You would not trust a guy in t-shirts and jeans to come to your house and be like, look, I'm about to get you cable and HBO and everything. You know what I'm saying? Just let me in your house and then up on your roof, bro. And listen to me. You going to have HBO, $10 a month. Okay? No, you wouldn't do it. Give me your credit card number, bro. Just put it in my phone, save it as a phone number, and you going to have HBO. It don't work like that, bro. Have your stuff together. A lot of y'all want these big paychecks, but don't want to invest in you. You want somebody else to invest in you, and you don't want to invest in you. And you walk around raggedy trying to get big checks. And you wondering why you keep attracting these $200 customers that want 6 commercials, 2 headshots, drone footage, and everything for $250. Because you look like $250. Let's just be real. You look like $250. Would you do business with you? So moving to a different city won't change that. You'll just increase the competition and the amount of people that's going to tell you no. Would you more than likely get 1 or 2 more customers because you're in an area that offers more opportunities? Yeah. But a lot of times the issue isn't that your location. There are times where it is. I'm not saying if you were in a city of 10,000 people, listen, yes, a move will definitely help you. But 90% of the time, the issue is you. You don't want to invest in you. You want others to. And you heard the term, don't help nobody that's not willing to help themselves. That is why companies spend a lot of money on their appearance, how they look, right? You go into a Mexican restaurant and the food, you've been there before, the food ain't great, but because they got so much like Mexican design, like so many decorations, like it looked like it looked like the food would be good here. You know what I'm saying? But you know the food ain't good there. But it's packed. You wonder like why this place stays so busy? Why this place stays so it looked like it got good food. They got sombreros and people on trumpet and the music but man, this guac is trash. It's trash money. I feel like that when I go to In-N-Out, but don't tell my California people. I love y'all, but Whataburger is much better. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you got to build your brand to look like something. You got to invest in your marketing. You got to invest in I don't care where you are, you got to invest in your marketing. So before you move to a big city, conquer the little one. You move to a big city when you've run amok in the little city. When you got all the clients and you like, man, I could use another 6 clients, that's when it's time to go. When nobody calling you and it's a bunch of people it's a bunch of companies that's within your niche that's local and you feel like you can't get none, that's not when it's time to move. That's when it's time to conquer those clients. You're in a smaller city. You should be able to develop a relationship with those clients. You should be able to talk to those clients. You should be able to work with those clients. If you can't get the little city clients that grew up with you and you know their cousins and uncles, you will not stand a chance in a big city. You need to work on your marketing and your customer service. You need to work on the type of value that you offer. You need to work on your product. You need to work on a bunch of things like that. If you have not made that investment, you're going to probably be in the situation that you're in. You're just going to move to a bigger city with more problems. So conquer the city that you're in. Make sure you kill it. Invest in yourself. Invest in your marketing. Go and make sure your website is legit. Go and make sure you're real. Make sure that your Google page is legit. Make sure you're getting reviews. Make sure you're filming great testimonials for your brand. Make sure you're doing what you have to do to instantly gain the trust of whoever you're talking to. I don't care what your business is. I don't care if you're an audio engineer, if you have a recording studio, if you are a dog photographer, if you are a zoo photographer. I don't care what you do. If I can't instantly classify you as someone or a brand that I can trust, I'm not giving you my credit card number. I'm not spending a large amount of money with you. Period. Period. Think about it. A guy can catch you in the parking lot with a TV box and say, bruh, I got an 8K 70-inch, bruh. Give me $50 for it real quick. Hurry up. Let's go. You would be like, I don't know. The price got to be so low that you have to be in a position where you don't mind losing that money if this doesn't pan out. That's the point at which people are willing to deal with companies they don't trust. The price got to be at a point where it's like, I paid this $200 and I'm getting 6 videos. I figure if one of them is usable, I'm cool. It's not reassuring. That's what I mean by being reassuringly expensive. To be that, you need to be classified as a company or a business that the client can trust instantly. You can't do that in a t-shirt and jeans, right? It's just like you'll trust a guy in a suit more than you would a t-shirt and jeans. You can have 2 lawyers. One can be in a jogging suit. One can be in a regular suit. Instantly, without thinking about it. 99.9% of y'all was like the guy in the lawyer, the guy in the suit all day. Nothing to think about. You can be on trial for something and your lawyer will show up in the wrong outfit and the jury will be like, that guy's guilty because his lawyer is in a jumpsuit. He gotta be guilty. It's subconscious. It's a subconscious thing, right? It's subconscious. For men, let me break it down for you. Let me use a relationship analogy. Let me break it down. If you walked in the house and your wife or partner was in lingerie, You're thinking it's time to go to work. It ain't time to talk. She don't want to talk about how her day went. And it's, you know what time it is, right? When you are in the right uniform and you approach clients, they feel the same way. They feel the same way. It ain't time to do this and do that. It's time to do business. So when you present your brand the right way, people instantly value what you do and classify you as a brand that they can trust. Work on building that brand, and you ain't got to spend all day convincing clients why they should do business with you. And you, inside your small city or wherever you are, can convince more people to do business with you so that you don't have to move, because moving is probably not the answer. If you can, unless you've conquered where you are. If you have not conquered where you are, I don't care if your niche is dentist and you live in a small city, then you say, Ty, this city only got 3 dentists. Are you working with all 3 of them? Because if you're working with only 2 out of the 3, you ain't ready to move. Are you working with all 3? Have you maximized your opportunities in that location? Because if you haven't, you are the problem. It's not your location. I don't want you to spend all this money relocating just to fail again. Just to be like, man, I'm getting 20 no's instead of 2. This city ain't nothing. I'm gonna move here. You are the problem. Go into a mirror, look at that guy in the mirror, and say, how can I make him better? How can I make her better? How can my brand get better? So think about it. Looking out. I represent, Wingless Media. Always grateful for these gems from Flash from Academy. Ty, your company has motivated me to create my own business. I flew drones for the Army. Now I'm flying them for me. That is dope. I almost took a job flying drones in the Army. It was my second choice when I reclassified. It was my second choice. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what didn't dawn on me until later in my military career, which I picked the right thing, no doubt about it. But I felt like at the time I didn't understand, or it was difficult for me to see the private sector of drone work. And mind you, I'm thinking as a job. I'm not thinking as a career creating content with drones. I'm thinking like, will the police adapt drones? You know, is UPS going to adapt drones? So at the time, 2010, it was difficult to see. So that was one thing that, you know what I'm saying? Even now I fly more drones than all of those guys. But as a business owner, there's definitely an opportunity for drone pilots all day, every day. I was thinking job wise at the time. So we all been there. I've been there too. So yes, flying them for the military. Now you're flying them for yourself. That's where it's at. Today is brought to you by coffee, because I drink coffee at 1:27. Okay, so again, because I said it's not going to be a long one. We're at 23 minutes. We're going to do about 30 minutes. Work on yourself, right? Work on yourself. Work on your brand. Work on your business before you jump, skip, hop to a different state. And listen, yes, move if you have conquered your state or your city or your town. Yes, if you have conquered it, move. If you got all the people in your niche in that area and you've done business with all of them and you're not making enough money, yes, move. If you have not, you better conquer that little fish before you go after that big fish. You better wheel in that largemouth bass for you try to get that shark or that marlin or whatever's next on that list. You don't jump to the big one. Your first car shouldn't be a Corvette, a Z06 Corvette. It need to be something slow. Your first motorcycle should be a moped or a 250 or a 600. Don't jump into a Hayabusa. It's not going to happen for you. It's not a good look for you unless you got life insurance and you done picked out your casket. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Before you jump into something that's more than you can chew, because you're moving to a larger city, you're going to have a higher cost of living. It's going to be a little different than what you're used to. You got to find out who to trust, who not to trust, what Chinese food you can eat, what Chinese food you can't eat, where you can take your stuff to the cleaners, where you can. You got to redo all of that when you move. And once you move the first time, it's fun. It's fun exploring and learning about what's new in different situations. But you got to look at yourself before you make that change. Good question. Enchanting says, can you touch on confidence as a business owner? Listen, if you're not willing to bet on yourself, you're not going to make it. So confidence is a must as a business owner. I bet on myself. Even in this economy, I bet on myself, right? Because I know what I'm going to do for me. I know how hard I'm going to go for my kids and my family and my name and my brand. Nobody's going to give me more than I'm going to give myself. I won't allow nobody to give me more than I'm going to give myself. Period. So it's something that you have to be mindful of as a business owner. Confidence is extremely important. Now, often from the bottom, those who aren't business owners, those who aren't entrepreneurs, when you have success as a business and you are what they call cocky, you're going to get that. Because people who go punch a clock every day don't understand what you went through to be where you are. So damn it, if you want to lean on your car and keep your rims clean all day and talk about how you close sales, do it. Because there are people in this world who won't understand, because they don't live in the world that you live in. They live in a world where they do what they got to do to get a review, to get a raise every year. That's cool. That's fine. That's just not my world. I fight tooth and nail for everything I get. Every piece of meat I eat, I've hunted, I've tracked it, I've hunted it. I jumped on its back and killed it and drug it back to the village. I've skinned it. I've cleaned it. I've cooked it. I've prepared it for my family. So damn it, I'm gonna wear that wool or whatever skin it has, that fur, I'm gonna wear it on my back. And I'm gonna walk around the whole village with it on my back because I work for that. I did everything. You showed up to a place that was manufacturing wolves and you got some wool gloves. Nah, I went and tracked that wolf down and I'm gonna wear it. That's just me. So it took me some time to be in that position to understand why people who are more successful tend to be a little bit more flashy, a little bit more like that's where the idea of a Bentley, like, you know what I'm saying? Why would you spend $250,000 on a Bentley? Because I can. Why would you buy a jet when we get? Because I can. I get it now. No explanation needed. Do your thing, bro. I'm happy for you. I will be there one day, and you'll look at things differently. So be confident. Have any advice for someone who has to change locations consistently because you still have active duty in the military? Jay Wondertrust, what's up, brother? Yes and no. Changing locations in the military is great practice for adapting your business to different environments. What happens on the East Coast don't happen on the West Coast. They do things differently. Certain words and phrases and copy can offend or promote depending on where you are. Those who are in the military know that if you go to the Middle East, certain hand signals, shaking with your left hand, things that are normal in America aren't normal over there. They're offensive. So you learn how to do things differently. You learn how to adapt to that culture. Moving in the military will teach you how to be, one of my favorite military terms, it'll teach you how to provide flexecution. That's being flexible, that's executing. So those are things to think about as you move on, and you'll get better at that. And then you'll get better at identifying what's popping in that market. You'll get better at that. So something to think about. How long would you say it could take to conquer your city? That depends on the size of your city. A city like Dallas, I could never conquer Dallas. That's what I love about it. If I had everybody in my niche call me in Dallas, it'll take me 3 years to get to them. Or I'd have to grow to a 500-man team with a fleet of trucks, and I just would have to be abnormally large to conquer them. And I like that. That means there's a lot of opportunity. That means that almost no amount of saturation could lower my bank account, and I'm okay with that. So you gotta look at it like that. If you're moving a lot, systems and processes will save you, John. That is absolutely correct. Any business that has conquered themselves and understand what they bring to the table and understand their value, do so with systems and processes. You'll get to tweak those systems and processes with every move, and some will change based on where you move and what that location provides. Again, if I'm going to California or I'm going somewhere south, I'll give you this example. In the South, it's hot. You may have to include some shorts in your uniform. It is what it is. If you're going up north, you're going to have to include a big heavy jacket with your logo on it. It is what it is. It's something that you need to understand. And that's just talking about uniform, but there are aspects of your job or aspects of your brand that will change. If I'm in the north and I'm doing headshots, we get snow. I may plan to leave 2 hours in advance, where in the South, I'm going to give you an hour and that's it. So it just depends on where you are and just, where you are and what you're doing. How do you get over the idea of being told no? I love being told no. I love being told no. Let me tell you what no does for you, right? So those who aren't deep into sales or deep into the understanding of sales, no is bad for them. I love a no. A no prevents me from wasting time. A no tells me what you have an issue with so that I can overcome it. A no tells me what you're really about. It tells me you're not afraid to say, you're not BSing me. I'd rather get a no than I don't know. We're going to see. Maybe tell me no, because no can save me a lot. Sometimes I go for the no so I can disqualify you and move on. No prevents me from talking about camera crap for a long time after we're talking about camera crap. We ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no prevents me from doing all of that. I don't want people that just want to talk if they're not doing business. If you're not doing business, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to spend a lot of time with you telling you how to properly expose an image if you're not doing business with me. I am in business. If you want to learn about it, go look on YouTube. But if you want to do business, let's do business. But if you're not here to do business, I want to know so that I can go on with my life. Or if what's preventing us from doing business is something simple, let's overcome that objection. Let's overcome it. So I want you to, I want you to quickly, easily say no. I am not scared of no. I embrace no. I love no. Let's go to a dating analogy. If a girl tell you she don't like you, I'm not spending money on 6 dates to change it. Now, if she say, I don't like you because, I can overcome that objection. But if she just flat out don't like me, you save me time and money. Thank you. Thank you. If somebody tell you something, if they show you something, listen, hear it, accept it. Some clients don't have the money to spend $5,000 on a video shoot. Cool. That's fine. Some don't. I love to hear no. No is embrace it. Embrace it. I promise you. When you flip things like that, you will start to see success because you have the ability to fail forward. Right? Great running backs, even when they fall, they get 3 yards. Bad running backs fall on their back. Great running backs fall on their stomach. That's it. It's easy to average 3 yards a carry when you fall 3 yards every time. As soon as you get it, you fall in 3 yards, 3 yards. You do that 3 times, it's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. So fail forward, and sometimes hearing no and pulling out that no will save you a lot of time, effort, money. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Thanks for the gems, Ty. You got my motor running. Time to build the brand. Listen, people, invest in the brand. Stop buying so much damn gear. Get your together. Get it together. Stop with these raggedy brands, but you want to ball out and get big paychecks. You got a Gmail account for your business account. You got Wix all over your website. Your logo looked like it was designed in a kindergarten class. Your copy don't explain what you do. You just say, we do photography. So does my iPhone. So does my kid's tablet. Why should I do business with you? Why? A lot of your websites don't have the why. Why should I do business with you? Everybody got dope pictures. Everybody got music to the time, music moving to the beat. Everybody do, right? Why should I do business with you? If your website don't answer that question, you got problems. You got big problems. Big problems. You got Titanic level problems. If your website don't say why, it just say who we are. A lot of websites say, hey, we've been in business since 19 blah, blah, blah. We take pictures and blah, blah, blah. So why should I do business with you? Why should I give you my money? That's the question that your website should be answering. This needs to solve the solution. You should give us money because we're going to solve your problems, right? Tylenol don't say we make medicine to make you feel better. They specifically say we make medicine for headaches, pain. That's why you should give us your money, because we can eliminate your pain. What can your brand do other than tell me about all the gear they got and all the cameras and all of that crap? So we shooting 4K. So does my iPhone. So we done shot a video for my mans and them over here. So that video don't even look like what I'm asking for. So your website is missing the why. How are you going to be in business? Look at major brands. They cover the why, right? They cover the why. So, they definitely, they are, every major brand solves a problem. Look at their taglines. Quench your thirst. Start looking at how brands, how brands solve problems. Look at that. Pay attention to how their big selling point is a problem they're looking to solve. What's going on in England? How quickly from client's initial contact do you present them with price and contracts? Okay, so usually in my proposal stage, I'm looking for a form. So this is my systems and processes right here. I'm gonna give you this. This will be a part of the master course as well. So initial form on the website, really light. What's on the website is enough for me to market to you. That's it. Name, email, problem, or service you need. That's it. Once I get that information, then I'm going to send out a questionnaire. That questionnaire is going to ask for more detail. And from that questionnaire, we're going to set up a date and time to call. Ty, why you send a questionnaire out? You just got them. Why can't you just call them? Because a questionnaire is going to determine whether or not I'm wasting my valuable phone time that I could be off doing something else. It's going to determine if I want to spend my money on labor to pay myself to be on the phone with Joe Blow all day. If they don't fill out a questionnaire, they're not serious. I don't got time for that. There's other stuff I could be doing, like sleeping or playing freaking Call of Duty or on my Oculus Quest. I could be doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I can name 1,000 other things I could be doing rather than being on the phone with somebody who kind of got an idea for something that don't make no sense. I can be doing other things. So when they fill out that questionnaire, it tells me that they're serious. It sets me up with a date to contact them, and it gives me all of the ammunition I need to provide a solution to their problems. So instantly, although I'm getting on the phone and I'm like, let's talk a little bit more about the content that you need for this upcoming event, I already got a solution in mind. I'm already got a prescription I'm about to write. My proposal, which will have my contracts in it, which will talk about my brand and why you should choose us, What's going to happen once you choose us? What's the outcome going to be? That's my prescription that I'm writing. Once I have that information from you, that lets me tweak it a little bit more, I'm going to provide that prescription. It's up to you to get it filled. If you get that prescription filled, you're going to pay my non-refundable retainer for us to come out and do our work. That's the process I usually go in. So tell us the benefit of shooting Instagram models for free. I mean, none other than the opportunity to work with Instagram models. That's it. That's it. So, it's funny. So, think about that. Think about that. If you are a gold member, J-Tech said, I got some marketing things I want you to take a look at. Where do I sign up to get that opportunity? 2 ways. If you are a gold member, we have it where you can submit demo reels and things for us to review live. If you're looking for one-on-one consulting, we offer one-on-one consulting. It's up to you. However you want to do it, it's your world. One-on-one consulting after the master course is going to kind of go away. Because with the master course, we're going to do coaching where we get a small number of people. And then I work to develop that small number of people who are looking to grow their business. Like they're looking to take it from here to there within a certain amount of time. So we're not going to be doing consulting forever, only because it's time consuming. And I'd rather focus on 10 people. That's like, yo, I'm ready to do this. Let's do it. Cool. Do this, this, and this, and they can come back in a week and say, all right, I did that, and that. What's next? Let's look at that. Let's evaluate that. Let's tweak it, make changes. Here's the next steps. So just FYI. But we are over our 30-minute mark. So we have 41 minutes. We're going to end at about 45 minutes. So let me get back. Let me do a quick wrap. Quick wrap. This is sad news. Let me answer this question real quick because I think this is a good question. How would you go about explaining to a client the value of having a podcast and video podcast for their business? Some clients find it hard to wrap their mindset around value. Show people numbers. Show people what it's doing for other companies. Show people case studies. Show people their competitor that's doing it. Show that 30% of all households listen to podcasts. I think it's more now. I think the number is even higher. 30% of households listen to podcasts. Talk to them about that. Tell them, show. You want to show value? Let me give you a way to show value with anything, with any business, right? Let me, Eli, me and Eli have spent a lot of time doing consulting work, so he know for sure. But let me show you how you can show people he go a jewel alert, a nugget alert. Get your pen and paper ready. It's just a gem alert deep in the video for those, or podcast for those who've listened this far. You can always show people value or businesses value by showing them the money that they have lost by not doing something. Let me say it again, and then let me give an example. You can always show people value or show businesses value in something by showing them the money that they have lost by not taking advantage of that opportunity, right? Companies do it with sales. Save 50% when you buy this week. They're telling you, hey, if you buy next week, you losing money. For businesses, case studies or stats to show, hey, this is where people are. This is how companies are benefiting from this, and you're not here. Can you use an extra 30%? I'm sure you could. Just like companies say, if you buy one, could you use a second one for free? I'm sure you can. So you usually make that purchase. Show people what they're not getting. People see value in that. Businesses see value in that. When there's a place that's booming and they're not there, that's a problem. They're missing money, right? Because that extra money to that business owner is his yacht or his extra car or whatever his wife wants, a bigger ring. That extra money they're missing means something to them. It means something to you. So make sure that you explain to people what they're missing. Let me give you an example, a personal example of how I express it to you, because I want you to see how it works. And I'm not We're talking business. There ain't no shady business here. For me, when I created a better demo reel, it 10x my business. It's the truth. However, if you've never done it, you don't know, you don't understand, you don't have nothing to compare it to because you've never been in that situation. It's showing you what you're missing. Even it's not about being shady or dishonest. The truth is, for me, when my demo reel got updated to something that did a better job at expressing to clients what we do, my close rate more than tripled. It literally 10x'd. I went from a hoopty to a nice ride with some nice chrome on it. I went from an apartment to a house. I went from, one thing to the next. And businesses can relate to that. They understand that. They can understand that. They see the truth in that. You don't have to pull arms and be like, man, you should really go with me for what? I'm going to show you what you're missing. Now, it's up to you to take the opportunity or not. I'm not here to force you to be great. I'm just here to show you how to be great. The rest is up to you. The same go with this channel. I'm giving you a lot of information. You can apply one thing and see a settle bump. You can apply 10 things and see a major bump. That's on you. I can't force you to be great. I can't force you to improve. I can't force you to take it to the next level. That's something that you gotta want to do. I can only present enough information for you to make an intelligent decision or choice. Some people are like, I ain't doing that. I ain't about to spend money and I ain't about to buy no logo. My Wix website is good enough. My business cards that's on Vistaprint is good enough. My Gmail account works. Cool. Good luck. Go for it. That's my Alexa going off. But go for it. I wish you the best. But if I'm saying this worked for me, not only did it work for me, it was ridiculous. It was crazy. It was a skyrocket. It was a major pivoting point in my business. It took my kids from Spider-Man shoes to Jordans. It is a major deal as to why I went from hoping I get clients to turning people away. If I give you that information and I'm saying this will work for you because it's current, it's relevant, it happened recently. In fact, I'm still getting better at it and it's still going up. If I present you with all the facts and all the information and you still choose not to do it, it's on you. I'm not here to convince you to be great. I'm just here to show you how to do it. Everybody is not designed to be great, right? And let me hit you with just some hard truth before I end it. Listen, there are a lot of people who are using the internet for entertainment. It is a great place for it. There are some of us that are using the internet to gain knowledge, to grow, to do something more with our lives and our businesses. Obviously, if you are watching this, you're not just Googling R5 reviews all day. Like, you care about your bottom line. You care about learning something that can affect your everyday life. What you have to understand, and this is something that was hard for me to get. Everybody they're not designed to go that direction with you. They're not designed to take that journey with you. That's why the saying, it's lonely at the top, is so current, is so relevant. You're going to find yourself by yourself. That's why community is important. That's why I created the Facebook group. That's why everybody on the Facebook group post and talk and they run ideas, because your family, your friends, sometimes your spouse is not designed to go with you, right? Somebody got to flip a burger. Somebody got to greet people at Walmart. Somebody got to shine shoes. Somebody got to do it. It's just the way the world works. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to be a goldfish. Somebody got to be a whale. Somebody got to be a shark and everything in between. That's just the way the world works. As a human, unlike a goldfish, as a human, you get to determine what you want to be. Period. You get to make that determination on where you want to end up in the food chain. It's up to you, right? I can teach you all the skill in the world. If you don't have the will, you won't make it. Period. That's one of the period. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm put out there. All right, guys. With that being said, we're going to wrap for the day. We want to make it short and sweet so those who log in and listen to the podcast or those who watch it later can have, they can have everything they need to listen or see. They can have everything short and they're not sitting through 3 hours to get to the point. If you want to listen to this on a podcast, we have a podcast that's called Content Cash, which you can download and subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts. We're growing it. We're almost at 10,000 listens. So if you are listening to it, please make sure you rate it. If you are watching here, please make sure you give us a thumbs up. Please make sure you go ahead and hit that share button. I can't even talk, that subscribe button. And with that being said, I'm going to ask everybody to be safe. If you got to watch this again to pull some facts from it, to re-get it, to understand it, I understand. I said a lot within 50 minutes. But at the end of the day, your level of success falls right on you. You have to implement information that you find to grow your business. So stay safe. Wear your mask. If you don't want to wear your mask, that's on you. You got the choice to do it. Don't cough around me. But I will see you guys Thursday, gold members. If you are a gold member, I will see you Thursday at 7 p.m. for that long live where we bring gold members on screen so they can talk and chop it up, and we can have them on screen to kind of talk about some issues that they have as well as the topic of that day. Everybody stay safe. I will see you in the next video.